What's up, guys, and welcome to the show. So this is the AEW show. Here we're going to be doing somewhat similar to the Lucha Libre News / Rant show, where we're going to be doing weekly talks about the AEW, different things going on with them, and just give you guys a little bit of news and just rant on it and stuff like that. So let's just dive right into things. AEW held a press conference last night, and it wasn't that long of a press conference. It was around about a little over an hour. Anyway, Cody Rhodes, who is co-executive producer alongside with the Young Bucks, took the microphone and he stated that opportunity does not pay the bills, money does, which leads me to believe that they have a lot of money and they're going to spend it. They're going to be offering wrestlers bigger contracts than what the WWE is offering. They're going to be offering them more money than ever before. He also stated that wins and losses will matter like never before, which again leads me to believe that there's going to be a few wrestlers that have winning streaks, a few wrestlers that are going to have losing streaks, and definitely a few wrestlers that are going to be in between, which is going to be interesting to see how they play that out for sure. He also says that fans will be free to take sides of anyone they want with no persuading of any kind, which because I kind of found a little interesting, and basically leads me to believe again that they're not really going to push one certain wrestler like WWE and so forth and TNA and things do. They're just going to pretty much promote everybody equally and let the fans decide who they want to cheer for, who they basically want to pick as their favorite wrestler, and so on and so forth. So again, interesting to see how that will be for sure. He said the goal is, of course, to change the world and basically change how wrestling is done, how the fans interact with the wrestlers, and so on and so forth. Again, I find that pretty interesting because obviously they want to go big. I'm very curious as to see how big they're going to go and how they're going to change the fan interaction, if they're going to have small meet and greets, that type of thing. So that's definitely going to be pretty interesting for sure. The Good Hearts from New Japan, they have signed with the AEW, which Cody Rhodes had mentioned last night. Double or Nothing they talked about, which is set for May 25th at the MGM Grant. Of course, they also talked about a strong women's division with the best women's wrestlers in the entire world. So that leads me to believe that they're going to try to go head-to-head with the WWE on their women's division. They're going to be putting a lot into their women's division, and which should be interesting to see how it's done, considering that everybody is upping their women's division. So I'm very curious as to see. Hopefully the women's will get more matches than they usually do. That could also be it. I'm definitely interested, of course, about that. She also announced that Dr. Britt Baker, she also took this to the stage. Other wrestlers that took to the stage included Adam Page, Christopher Daniels, Chris Jericho, as well as Christopher Daniels. Now, so far, I mean, you could tell that they're putting a lot, just by how last night was done. They're putting a lot towards Chris Jericho. You can tell they're kind of leading him up or building him up to be like their version of Hulk Hogan. He's going to be the big guy in the promotion. He's going to be the guy to beat. And I don't know. I'm not a huge Jericho fan, but we'll definitely see how it goes for sure. They also announced that they will be doing their second show in Jacksonville, Florida, and a large portion of the gate will of course be going to charity, victims who suffered from gun violence, which again leads me to believe that these guys are not in it for the money, that they're in it for just the passion of wrestling. They're not really, same with the backer. I mean, if they're giving large portions of their gates to charity, which I don't think the WWE has really ever done. I mean, you can tell these guys are not about numbers and everything like that. They just want to do, more just for the fans and for the wrestlers. Even Cody Rhodes has stated that happy wrestlers mean good shows, mean happy fans, meaning that they'll keep coming back. So all in all, I'm interested in that, as well as Billy Gunn has signed on as well. He's going to be a producer for the show, not executive producer like Cody Rhodes in that, but he's still going to be a producer for the show. And I'm interested to see how that goes, how that does. A lot of wrestlers, of course, they have brought in to do the backstage type work. So I'm just really excited for this promotion, really interested into it. Like I said, I'm not really a wrestling fan, but I'm still really interested in this promotion and to see how things go for them. And who knows, maybe these guys can make me a huge fan. We'll see. But of course, we'll have to wait for May to really see what their show is all about and how things are done. But anyway, guys, that's just that's it for me today. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Love you much. And of course, as always, I'll check you in the next video.